The time is here. Haters can get wrecked. They called XRP a dinosaur coin, a liquidity grab, a shit coin, a scam, a pump and dump, a boomer coin, and the list goes on. However, over the last 4 years, as new tokens have come and gone, pumped for insane percentage gains, only to die off and be forgotten, few coins have ever survived as long or maintained such a strong investor base and community and even price range, as XRP has remained in the top 10 cryptos by market cap over a decade. However, only one token has proven itself to be more resilient even in the face of a $150 million 4-year-long legal battle with the SEC. They lived to tell the tale. They won. And now the pump that we recently experienced seems to be the beginning of a move to new all-time highs. Matter of fact, just today, XRP is the only major market cap crypto to be up a whopping 36%. And even over the last few hours, when you compare virtually all of the major market cap cryptos, XRP is the only one up, even over the last few hours, 15%, while the second best performer would be Cardano, sitting at 9.4%. So at the end of the day, let the haters hate. They will FOMO and buy in too late with too little. But on this channel, we've been covering XRP for years, through the dull times and exciting times. And one of the most consistent questions we've been getting asked recently, as XRP pumped to $1.49, is it too late to buy XRP now, or should you wait? And my answer is this: not even close. We are actually just getting started. And in this video, I'll give you 5 reasons why XRP is primed to not only hit its previous all-time high of $3.30 some cents, but also to pop right through for a new all-time high. I believe the best practice when it comes to a token like this is, when in doubt, zoom out. And as you zoom out and look at this chart, does this really look like the local high of a major breakout after 6.8 years of consolidation? The next question we receive often is whether or not you can hold 1,000 XRP and become rich or even a millionaire this bull market cycle, or at least by 2025. And this is because many people inside of the XRP community refer to charts like this, where we had this descending wedge or triangle, only to see the price of XRP break out. And when it did, it put in a new all-time high for about a 43,000 to 44,000% gain. And when you take a fib scale from that major high back here, drag it to the local lows, and then you can see that we had a 2.27 extension. So many people believe that is bound to happen yet again. And so we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take the fib tool, we're going to drag it from the all-time high down to that local bottom, or the low for the range, bottom of March of 2020 COVID. And as you can see here, that 2.27 range ends up being about $240. And many people believe that that will be the next major high. In other words, 1,000 XRP can make anyone rich when they don't have that much money right now, when you're really looking at that $240 range, because this would turn into $241,000. However, is that actually possible? Well, stick around to the end of this video and I'll address these claims and whether or not something like that could actually happen. And as always, if you're feeling blessed and bullish, comment 777. And if you're going to be the wealthiest person in your family tree, smash the subscribe button. Now let's get into the video. Hello and welcome back to the Bull Runners channel. If you're new here, my name is Paul, and I genuinely believe that the biggest hurdle for Ripple and XRP over the last 4 years has been the lawsuit with the SEC. It is now unofficially over, but virtually guaranteed, as Gary Gensler recently announced his resignation. And this is what caused the price of XRP to pump hard today. However, I believe that this paves the way forward, not just for Ripple, although they benefited the most from this situation. It's going to benefit the entire crypto industry. And as more money flows into just about every crypto, a lot of that is going to rotate into the best performers. And as of recently, Ripple has been one of the best performers. Now, the second reason I believe XRP is going to do extremely well is because Brad Garlinghouse, the founder and CEO of Ripple, is also extremely bullish under a new Trump administration, as the whole crypto industry is rejoicing and now booming. Now, there's a high likelihood around some rumors that we're going to discuss here very shortly. But let's listen to Brad Garlinghouse on Fox Business Live.
So talk to us about your outlook for crypto under the Trump administration and this deregulation that Trump is underway, thinking about and talking about. Look, he's been putting together a cabinet. We still don't have his idea on a Securities and Exchange Commission head, CFTC head. All of these agencies want a piece of you, want a piece of the crypto industry. They all want to have some kind of a regulatory, role here. Do you think you get more clarity under the Trump administration on who's running things?
Yes, we want them to have a role. And as you know well, one of the biggest problems the crypto industry has had isn't the idea there's too much regulation. It's just the regulation is not even clear. We're trying to apply laws from literally 1946, a famous Supreme Court case called the Howey test. We're trying to apply that to a digital asset industry that's been developed in the last 10, 15, 20 years. And so it just doesn't fit. And I think as we bring this new, really the Trump cabinet to bear, getting those clear rules, which we've been asking for under the Biden administration for years, I think we're finally going to get that clarity, which will help the U.S. lead again. And I think, Trump talks about making America great again. I think he's going to make crypto great again in the United States.
Nice.
And say what you will, a lot of people say it's just talk to get votes, but at the end of the day, they truly do mean well because they are already thinking about or considering creating the first ever White House crypto role. So imagine we have a legitimate government entity or voice at the White House who has a direct ear with the president. And that is also beautiful because apparently Ripple is also going to serve as an advisor to Trump's crypto team and potentially the person in that crypto role. So things are getting really hot and starting to cook. Reason number 3, and this is something I shared in my last video, but I think this is truly significant. The XRP Spot ETFs are coming, and I think they're going to happen right after Gary Gensler is out. Already we've seen 21 shares, Bitwise and Canary Capital file their S1 forms for an XRP Spot ETF. They have not been approved, but that is currently under the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. Eventually that is going to change. And with just how hot the price action looks right now and a shift in leadership at the White House, I'm assuming players like BlackRock, which basically get approved for every ETF they file for, are watering at the mouth and most likely working on already filing their own spot ETF. And guess what? If they're currently working on that, when that news gets announced, the price of XRP is going to pump even harder. So at this point, it's virtually all but guaranteed there will be an XRP spot ETF as it is the 6th largest crypto by market cap. My 4th reason is that the futures market tells us quite a bit. Now, these are perpetual futures. In other words, they are contracts. And this is essentially the betting market on XRP. And as you can see here, we had our local highs back in November 16th of about $1.27. And since that point in time, we've been ranging for quite some time. We recently broke out for a new all-time high basically yesterday and put in a new local high of about $1.50. But what I love about a market like this is that there's some serious volatility and a lot of money on the line, and it can actually tell us a story about investor sentiment. So as you can see here, and I'm going to make it as simple as I possibly can without confusing you, but just to give you the heads up, when price starts to drop or decline like this, I'm on an hourly time frame. So right here, price is starting to decline, and you can also see open interest is starting to decline. This is indicative of the fact that longs are closing at the market, and that's a good sign. When everyone is up and they start to take their longs out of the market because they want to take their profit, that's a good and healthy thing. Then you start to see more and more leverage leave the market. Right here, we have open interest consistently declining. Okay, this is just less and less contracts in the market because people have made their money or they're starting to worry about some extra volatility. Maybe they're seriously in profit or maybe they're seriously in a loss. But either way, this is leverage leaving the system. Then in similar fashion, right around here at this local bottom, on open interest, you can see open interest in contracts continue to start opening. And whenever you see, again, price range or put in some new highs while open interest begins to climb, this is indicative of longs opening at the market. Now, what I even love more is not only the fact that we're getting some serious price volatility and movement to the upside, but we saw this big candle very, very recently, actually the very last hourly candle. And as you can see here, we had a stupid amount of liquidations. Now, these liquidations are liquidations to the long side because the price broke down. So the price breaks down really hard. Everyone was long here. Their stops were probably right below this previous candle, and then they get stopped or liquidated and out of the market, only to see the market continue to put in new highs. So liquidations like this, these very long, big, long liquidations, if you will, are actually very healthy for the market in order for it to continue its trend to the upside. And this is actually the biggest one we had since, guess what, right around here. But that did not mark our local high. So I highly doubt in a strong trend like this, after about, I don't know, 6.8 years of consolidation, this is really going to be the local high. If anything, this is just liquidating and taking out any high risk gamblers and players in the crypto markets. So I do believe moves like this are very healthy for the market, and I also believe the market's going to continue trending up, especially as you see the actual trend on open interest is climbing while the price action continues to climb, indicative of longs opening at the market. Now, with all this to say, I want to take a quick second to share a video from our very own Nick Anderson on the Bull Runners YouTube channel. And in this, he's going to show you how you can take full advantage of this bull market cycle by getting access to our Altcoin Pro University and what it can do for you. So really quickly, let's listen to Nick.
If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses, just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.
And the fifth and final reason, and then we'll cover whether or not 1,000 XRP can actually make you rich and whether or not XRP is actually going to hit about $238 to $240, is the fact that XRP has officially started putting in a major new trend. And we're talking about some serious moves here and some serious gains. But if you've been watching the channel for a while, I can't tell you how often I talked about this resistance range of 63 to 64 cents all the way up to 74 cents. And if we broke above this range, we would move rapidly up to the 74-cent range. If we broke above the 74-cent range, then we'd want volume to confirm the move. And as you can see here, volume truly did that. You can see this expansion and growth in volume. And yet again, when we chilled out and started putting in some newer local highs into the next resistance right here at 74 cents, that we started putting in even bit greater highs on the volume to confirm the trend. And yet again, we're experiencing the exact same thing here. Okay, so you see we have a resistance right here where price sold off for about $1.20. Then we continued putting in a new trend. We flatlined for a little while. Volume declined, again, very healthy, only to see volume expand to the upside on a breakout. So this is very indicative and of a healthy trend. Now you're going to see an expansion of volume on both sell candles and buy candles or green candles. But at the end of the day, you're just going to see expansion of volume generally. And when you go to, let's say, a daily time frame and look throughout history, okay, in the previous market highs, you can see that markets would expand in terms of volume, and you'd see a lot of volume that was either sell volume or buy volume. In the case of XRP, it was a lot of heavy buy volume. But when you look at different charts, let's just go ahead and look at this other chart where we have even more history and less volume. Back here, you can see that there was an expansion of volume mostly to the buy side. We had some really big red candles that would also coincide. And then we'd have a little bit of a breakdown in volume, or volume would cool off right around here before expanding even further and putting in new highs as the price continued putting in new highs as well. So all this to say, an expansion of volume, no matter if it's buy volume or sell volume, is very healthy in an uptrend. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. If I take this trend line tool and drag it and touch as many points as possible through these highs and then that local high in July of 2023, you can see on the weekly time frame, we exploded to the upside. And XRP is just one of those products that explodes when it does. And this is what we've been waiting for. You'll also like to see the fact that XRP has a lot of extremely high volume relative to the volume that preceded it right back here. See how weak this volume is? See how below average this volume is, and then this massive explosion of like 10 to 20x the recent candle or range for the week. Again, a confirmation of true institutional order flows. So looking at the Binance chart, we actually have a third standard of deviation, just so much more volume on Binance, guys. We're talking $10 billion in a single week's worth of volume. So of course this isn't over. Now, when you look at the last breakout for a range high, we're talking about 44,000% or even 40,000%. I think it was like 42 to 44. So some people are like, okay, well, even if, let's just assume, right, a breakout above here, and I'll go ahead and grab this tool yet again, takes us for 20,000%. That would take us up to about $200, right? But the real number is 240 because that would be 30,000%, and it's still lower than 40,000%. We do the fib scale, it's 2.72. Everything looks good and great. But just to be clear, I do not believe that is even remotely possible this time around. When I did the math on what the market cap of XRP would be, it would be $13.7 trillion. And that's assuming no more of the supply hits the market. Currently, we're sitting at about 57 billion XRP in the circulating supply of a total of 100 billion XRP. Yes, not all of the XRP has hit the market. This is currently sitting in escrows and it gets released consistently. And if the team at Ripple decides not to sell the XRP token, they simply put it back in the escrow. But that doesn't mean that it isn't available, and it doesn't mean that at some point in time in the future, they're not going to release more of this supply, which truly dilutes the value. The fully diluted value of XRP currently would be $140 billion if all of the tokens hit the market. But because they haven't, the current market cap is sitting at about $80 billion. All that to say, this is assuming, okay, number one, XRP hits a market cap of $13.7 trillion for the price to go to $240 or even $150. The market cap would be insanely large, and that's arguably bigger than the market cap of the entire crypto market. Many people believe that that's possible. I don't believe that's possible this bull market cycle, maybe in the next, or maybe even more than a decade or two down the road. But this bull market cycle, I do thoroughly believe we're going to get some new all-time highs, likely above that $3 range and into the $5 territory, potentially even the $8 territory on a blow-off top. I have put in predictions for $11 to $14, but I believe that might be the next cycle. So I don't think it's going to happen this cycle just based on the total amount of money that is currently in the market and just how big the market's actually going to get. But I do believe $5 is very much possible for XRP this time around. So I don't believe $1,000 or 1,000 XRP can make someone rich this bull market cycle. We're not going to hit $150. We're probably not going to hit $240. And I don't really consider a $5 target on 1,000 XRP making anyone rich. However, if you did enjoy the video, you learned something new, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And while you're at it, head on over to bullrunners.com. You can find the link in the description below to check out Altcoin Pro University. If you're someone that is truly serious about becoming a crypto millionaire in 2025, also there are no guarantees. I'm not making any income claims. I'm not telling you you're going to be a millionaire. I'm saying if you're committed to the idea of it and you really want to take this journey of yours seriously, Altcoin Pro University is the perfect place for you. Not only do we share explosive altcoin picks, premium education from industry-wide experts that truly know what they're doing inside of the crypto space, but we also show you how to get access to the best DeFi yields. We give you airdrop alerts. We give you the best community with real-time updates, signals, and we even do live calls with experts like me and others inside of the community to answer your questions live. So if that sounds interesting to you, head down to bullrunners.com. You can watch this short video that shows you exactly how to take advantage of this. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. No harm, no foul, but at least check it out because there's never been a better time. And we only have bonuses for the first 1,000 people. Consistently, we've had people join. We're sitting at 351 members now. And I do believe this is going to fill up even faster as the bull market is fully underway. These spots are going to run out, guys. So if you've ever thought about joining a community like the Bull Runners and you love what you've learned here, then head on over to bullrunners.com. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thanks so much for watching the video, my friend. Goodbye.